Hey guys, welcome. We're setting up, getting things going, trying to fix the music here real quick, but just wanted to hop over. Let's see. Hopefully that fixed it. See if we got music or not now. Showing on the desktop that it's moving. Hopefully we got it figured out. We'll see. Anyway, how's it going? Welcome to Sunday night. Or Sunday afternoon, or depending on where you are. I know we got some East Coasters out there that like to pop in, along with our West Coast folk. Been planning this dinner for a little bit. There's a little bit of prep and stuff going on in the background as well. It took me about an hour or so to get all these things done. They're doing some big old meatballs though, braised in a homemade red sauce. I am not going fresh pasta just because I would like to enjoy my meal and eat it as well without burning myself out. And then we're going to do an easy salad with some romaine. And then for our dessert, we're going with a cherry clafouti. A mix between like a fruit tart and a Dutch baby kind of. Excited to try that out. Spent the time earlier picking cherries, learned a little life hack on that one, so I'll share that one when we get there. But yeah, hope everybody's doing alright, hope everybody's enjoying their Sunday night so far. We are going to get started here just shortly. Give me 1 second, I want to check on something and I will be right back. Let's hold it there. For some reason the music does not want to do anything today, and I don't know why. Thought I had it all figured out ahead of time, but of course not. Let's try. Source. It's not even showing in there. Why is it not showing? Let's try restarting it. That always works, right? If I try turning it off and back on again, I know that's going to be the question. So let me do that. We got about 2 hours before we get into this, so we're good. I'm going to try and let the sauce go for about 30 or so minutes. Meatballs will probably take about half hour, 45 inside the sauce. And all that time at the end we're going to be getting the dessert ready. You probably won't see the end result for the dessert, just because it does take about 45 minutes to do. And I would like to eat my dinner while it's still hot. But I will share pictures of it once it's all said and done. Let's see. It does not want to show for some reason. Don't know why. Okay, we'll just have to go sans music, that's fine. That's the way she goes. Alright, so we got a little bit of everything. We're going to use about half of this onion. I got about 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, some fresh tomato paste, fresh snippets of basil. I didn't want to go full out with a plant and kill it because I wasn't ready to use all of it. Some fresh parsley as well. Get that guy good. Now normally I would do this with these guys, the San Marzano style from Rouse. It's their brand or whatever, but they already peeled. There's a little bit of basil and there's some water in there as well. Usually these work well. I use about 2 of these for us, for a family of 5, and makes a good amount of sauce, so there's some left over, and it comes out really rich, almost chunky like a marinara style, but nothing too crazy. It'll work perfect with these meatballs. But tonight we're not using this. We are going hardcore mode tonight. with the sauce. So hopefully this doesn't destroy me. We'll see. So I've got about 4 pounds of tomatoes here at this point. These are Romans. Any kind of Roma style usually will do well for the tomato sauce. You want the San Marzanos, like I said, because they are sweet, and these will come out pretty well. I think I might have to add a little bit of sugar though to sweeten them up, so we'll see. But we're going to skin them first. We'll peel them. Where is my... There we go. First, we're going to get some ice water. Now, the whole time I've had a pot of water on for about 45 minutes or so. Just so that I have something easy to blanch these tomatoes in once we're done. And that's how we're going to peel them. Water broken out. But basically we're going to core them out. We're going to cut an X in them. Put them into the boiling water for about 30 seconds or so. And then put them into the ice bath. And once we do that, it should help shrink it up. Leave them in there not too long because we don't want them to get soaked. And then we should be able to pull the skin right off of it. But let me grab my apron. So we got some people joining. How's it going tonight? Hope you're enjoying your Sunday nights. Don't be afraid to say hello in the chat if you are just stopping in. We are, this is our second Sunday night streaming dinner. Planning to continue this, I think. I like the project of it, the setting up and the cooking piece, which I love to do anyway, and then the streaming piece, the technology piece is fun and it's a creative side, so I'm definitely enjoying it for that. Oh, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome, welcome to Sunday Night Dinner. So we are going to get started on these tomatoes. Like I said, I got about 4 pounds. We're going to core them out real quick with our smaller paring knife, and then score an X onto these guys. It still says MSQ? Really? Why can't I see my title? Hold on. Thank you for the host, sir. Appreciate it. Why can't I see the title? I'll bring it up on the other one. I can't even see the title of it. I don't know why. There we go. That should update it. We're going to go fancy tonight. We were able to get a different webcam hooked up and get it working. So I'm going to switch over to my food main and my bowl. So I got a nice little view there on the cameras. Yeah, right? Pretty sweet. I was happy with that. Where's the small bowl for these guys? So what I'm going to do is sharp blade here. I'm going to put my thumb along it. Basically going to kick it in, try and get out that core. Got her out. Nice. And we dropped it, of course. Arrgh. And then it's going to do a nice peel X. Nice X. Nothing too crazy. What that'll do is now we've taken this core out, when we boil it for about 30 seconds, then put it in the ice bath, we'll basically be able to peel all these guys right off. Shouldn't be too hard. How we doing out there tonight? Everybody enjoying their Sunday? I know it's always the worst because tomorrow's Monday, but could be worse. This is going to be very interesting. This is the second or third time I've ever done it with fresh tomatoes, just because for a busy family it's usually easier to do the canned guys. I just throw them in the nice food processor that we got, roll it out, and call it a day. But it's Sunday, so we can go all out. Now, as far as like the homemade pasta, like I said, I can do it. That's just a whole other work. That's a whole other hour of stream right there. So even at this point, I've done a lot of prep work in the background. We've already pitted the cherries that we're going to use for our dessert. Like I said, we used a nice little cool method with that. I'll explain that later. I've had the water on for a little bit now as well. I think we've got just about everything. It's always going to be hectic though. I always think I'm going to have everything and then it's not going to be exactly right. And that's okay. That's the way she goes. So again, holding it with our thumb, returning basically the tomato, trying to cut the hand, get that out nice and neat. Nice little X there. Moving on. So I'm hoping this is going to be a nice and rich sauce. I've got a good fresh tomato paste to go with it. We are going to be doing a bigger meatball. So we're going to sear those guys before they go into it and cook. Oh, they should be delicious though. I said we'll probably eat though about 6 our time. So what happens is when we boil these guys, in our water that's going right now, we will give it about 30 seconds. It's just enough time for the skin to start peeling back, but not enough time for the tomato to actually cook. Because we don't want it to cook just yet. There we go. This is roughly about 4 pounds of tomatoes. This should do probably 4 cups of sauce, about a pound I think, per cup of sauce, I think is what I read. We have to do it in batches here because I don't want to destroy the water, because it is boiling. But then we are going to do, like I said, the ice bath before it right after. So let's get those guys rolling. Oh, right, we lost the tomato. You switch it over as well. T-Gamer has followed. And I believe T-Gamer hadn't followed. Oh, yeah, there we go. Can't really see a whole lot though because it's on that back burner. But we'll show you the nice, I'm not ready to show you that yet. Not yet. So we got, my ice bath is ready in sink. We'll get our tomatoes in here. We'll get her rolling. We'll do about 4 at a time. It's like you want about 30 seconds on it, nothing too crazy. Be just long enough for it to split. Keep an eye on it. Put that in our stuff. I just want to cool off, nothing crazy. That should make it quite a bit easier to peel. So again, not dropping them in, we're just being gentle. We still want to hold them together. For those guys are holding. When these are out, we're going to use this together. In the bowl. Yep. Cool. Yeah, man. None is the way. The good food is worth the work. Everything coming through okay? Hopefully, I don't know if the music is working or not. The soundtrack is being weird. What is everybody else doing with their Sunday evening hanging out? Did you cook something fun today? Did you do something fun today? Great. Not done with that. We can do this in about 3 batches. We're actually going to turn our water down a little bit because we're going to use that later. No music? Yeah, I don't know what's going on then. Soundtrack does not want to work. It's being a pain in the butt, so I'm just going to shut it down. Restarted it, it showed up in the mixer, and... yeah. And I don't want to tempt the gods on that one. I have been putting these on YouTube as well. So anybody that's not here, hopefully they get a chance to see it on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, hello. Welcome to Sunday nights. More than likely Monday morning when it gets uploaded. There we go. Practically peeling by themselves. There we go. Woo. So 2 new follows, happy with that. This is day 4 out of day 7 for the affiliate, so I'm happy with that. That's pretty cool. I'm going to take my time and get there when we get there a little bit. Alright, so let's switch her over here. Look-see. Can we get should have made a big one for the board. So, what it is, you can see, yeah, it's kind of peeled, it's naturally boiled out. So we should be able to just peel that skin basically right off. So we need a trash bowl here. Hold on. This guy. Basically, we're just going to peel it. It holds the tomato in shape. Get all that skin and that fiber out of there anyway. Maybe we could have gone for a little longer. That's alright. That though, pretty good, not bad. Easy peel on that tomato. Oh yeah, no skin. Let's shred these guys over here. will be our spot for our freshly peeled tomatoes. So the X basically helps us give us a spot to be able to pull it from. Help get most of it off there. We let the tomato do most of the work. This one I'm going to use a little while longer too, but it's alright. There we go. Right. A little more than skin deep on that guy. Oof. I see that one. Did all the work right there. Some are easier than others, probably due on the freshness of the tomato itself. Again, like I said, you want to look for that kind of splitting when it was cooking though, and that's when you know it's ready to be pulled. Like I said, the skin's like a fiber. You can leave it in if you want. I'm a fan of not having it though. It gives you that kind of chewy, fibery kind of feel. It's worth the effort to take it off. But again, this is why normally we go with a canned tomato, canned Marzanos. Yes, it is a can, so it's not quite as fresh, but on a weeknight, it's easier to throw a sauce together than to go through, but this is why we do Sunday nights. Take a little more effort, take a little time. Try and slow down the rush. There we go. It's a little thicker than the others. Really upsetting with that no music thing now. I'm gonna have to just put something up. But I guess that's why Soundtracks is in beta, not fully out yet. I guess I give him an A for trying. Like an orange peel. It's satisfying when you get the whole thing all at once. I don't think I can use this. The skins itself in the broth wouldn't really do much good for me. So I won't save these guys. I don't really see a use for them in my quick searches. So unfortunately, these will not make its way back into the recycle of broth and whatnot, but it's okay. And again, we're just trying to hold them together so they don't get overly juicy before they get into the sauce. We want to keep some of the stuff in there. There we go. quiet one out there tonight. I know there's no music, and that kind of sucks. I'm gonna fix that in a second. We'll have to put it on as the desktop, basically. There you go there. New music makes it a little bit tougher. Right. Well, I'm pretty happy with how these turned out. Again, like I said, definitely a little more work, but Sundays, I'll make it a little special. It's more special than a homemade sauce. Now, if you have ideas on future Sunday dinners, please send them to me. I think that was the hardest part this week, was trying to figure out what to do. Right? So the fresh tomatoes, I think, will kick it up a notch. So we got some fresh tomatoes, we got some fresh basil. Nothing too crazy. Simple is usually key, as long as you do simple the right way. Very nice, feels not the worst. Cool. So quite a bit of skin from the tomato, obviously. Hey, Snow, how you doing? Quite a bit of skin on that, so we're gonna dump that. We lost the trash can lid. What's up?
Looking good?
Yeah?
What from?
It's trash can lid. It happens. Trying to get the music to work. It doesn't want to work for some stupid reason. Getting ready for it? I gotcha. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Hope you got some levels there yesterday in Final Fantasy. I didn't completely screw up the healing there on that guy. Why? Soundtracks, so there's not one in there. Oh, that's fine. Okay, let's try. Nice. Yeah, the chocobo definitely makes life easier. Did music come on there? Hey, can you tell me if the music's on or not? Yeah. I don't know why it doesn't want to kick over. Alright, so while we're doing that anyway, I gotta get this other stuff going. So we're gonna bring out the big boy. This is the 14 cup Cuisinart food processor. is the one I did the most review on and got the best reviews. The menu tonight, and we are looking at braised meatballs in a red sauce with a basic garden salad and a cherry clafiti. Clafiti. I think it's clafiti is how you say it. It's like a cherry tart mixed with a Dutch baby. No music?
You can kind of hear it, but you can mainly hear the pot boiling.
The pot boiling? Yeah. Is my voice above that though?
Kinda.
And all you really hear is the water boiling?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's because it's so loud. Alright. So yeah, we got a big guy. Gonna be loud for a second. But we're gonna do our tomatoes first. And then we're gonna put in a little bit of fresh tomato paste. Then we got some water to go in with it as well to kind of help thin it out just a little bit. And we'll put in a little Italian seasoning, nothing crazy, just to kind of get the sauce up and going. I got about 2 cups of water to start with, so we'll see where we end up with that. We're going to get them nice and chunky in this guy before we do anything. Thank you. IKEA all the way. These things are fantastic. This guy has been one of the better chef knives I've had. It's stayed sharp pretty well with your basic straightening and sharpening. So, again, we're going to go with these guys. You may not even be able to get them all in there. Let's see. Getting there. There we go. Whew. All right. So probably about a tablespoon, maybe 2 into that for this guy. I don't think we're really going to have an issue with it. And then probably about half of that. That's basically Italian seasoning. Oregano, thyme, sage, your basic setup. There we go. Alright, I think we're ready. I'm going to transfer that guy. Woo. Lost our blade. Wrong one to use it. Should have known. Alright, see if we can get a close-up on the foods. Actually, I can give you the... Look at that. 3 cameras. 3 different ones going at a time. Craziness, right? Alright, so our tomatoes are going on. Whew. Let's get a little bit of that water in there. Let's actually give it the bigger version on. Wow. It's still a little thick. I think we're going to need a little more on that tomato paste. Probably about 2 tablespoons is really what it ended up being. Gotta turn that tomato in there and get broken down. That's why we use the whisk. You still want them in there? No chunks, okay. Actually, I'm going to let it pour that out in there. Alright. Fancy cam, right? I'm getting up on it. Again, I hope you guys are having a good Sunday night. Appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. Alright. Trying to do a basic clean as we go. Make life a little bit easier. Alright, so our sauce is going. We will throw some fresh basil in there. Once she's up in movement, because we want to get it wilted basically. I'm not going to use that much, that's a lot. You know what? Let's go with. I'm going to save that. There you go. Then we'll go on top once it starts. I'm going to bring it almost to a boil. You know what? We can get anything on this. Do some koshers. Get our whisk back. Cool. Alright, so now we need to get our meatball stuff going, otherwise we're going to be behind here at this point. Our sauce, we want to give it like a half hour at least. We want it to get broken down, nice and good. I know it's friggin'... this overhead lighting is the worst. There you go, so you can see some of the deep red if I cover up the light. Should break down even more. It'd be a nice bright red sauce. That's what I'm looking for anyway. So if you're just joining us too, we are doing braised meatballs in a homemade red sauce with a basic garden salad and then a cherry. Let me say, I never say it right. Clafouti. It's a mix of like cherries and like a Dutch baby, basically. So it's gonna be doughy. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be done up in the pie crust. I gotta get the meatballs going first, and then once the meatballs are going, then I'll get that guy going. But yeah, we can hear that boiling. Put that on 5. Oh yeah. Good enough to get our stuff cut up. Alright, so this guy can go. Let's get breadcrumbs going up first. Using plain old breadcrumbs. Let's switch back here. Plain old breadcrumbs, nothing too crazy. Alright, it literally says plain breadcrumbs. So I'm going to use, actually when I do that, it's slightly different. You want about a cup of these. The thing is we're also going to put in just a dab of milk. I know it sounds weird, but it works. Again, about a cup. I'm going to use probably about a tablespoon of milk. Nothing too crazy. You don't want to like drench it and overdo it. Time to mix it up. Because we want the breadcrumbs to soak up all the milk and expand a little bit. It should help hold the meatball together. Alright, just trying to be mindful of cleaning up while I'm going. So while our breadcrumbs are soaking, let's get our other stuff done. I'm going to use about 3 cloves of garlic, about half to quarter of an onion, probably half a cup of parsley, a full cup of breadcrumbs, and then I got a mix of 2 pounds of beef and ground pork together. A little bit of Italian seasoning, a little crushed pepper in there, and then we should be good to go. I'm going to sear them in a separate frying pan before I put them into the sauce, so that it's got plenty of time to cook down, but hold that kind of crust to it, so that it doesn't just go anywhere. So like I said, about 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. A little more, a little less. Never hurt anybody, depending on what you want to do. Alright. That's the new way. Pop right out. There we go. Yeah, the garlic's a little old, I think. Usually should pop right out of the skin for that. Oh yeah, there we go. Get that sticky, icky garlic. You want to go with a mince on this guy, if you can. Show off my awful knife skills. See, where's our professional chef this evening, Mr. Mikey Sixguns? Oh yeah, some good garlic in there. Again, we like garlic a little more. You can go a little more, a little less, depends on what you want to do. We don't mind it, so it's all good. We're going to do probably about, like I said, half of this onion I think is probably going to be best. Because then otherwise it'll end up too meatloafy kind of. I'm going to save the other half because I'll definitely use that this week. I try and get better about using stuff. Requires a little bit of planning though, not always the easiest. So with the onion, what I do is I cut it in half, cut the top off, and then you can kind of peel back that first layer. Now I want the root and stuff on there. I know we don't want it at the end product, but I want it now while I'm cutting it. I found this is the easiest way that I can do it. So I've peeled it off. The root is on my end, and this is what I want to hold it with. Because naturally the onion has rings, so what we want to do is we're just giving it that vertical towards the root, but not all the way to it. It's going to give it that nice dice. So now the layers of the onion are going to work for us. Now those vertical slices, we should be able to get that nice dice. And then there's the root of our onion that we held onto it to cutting with. We're all done. Okay, a little bit of that parsley in here as well. Italian parsley, nothing crazy. Thank you, Snow. Have a good night. I'll see you guys around. I'll probably be around tomorrow night as well. And if not, during the day with Mikey once I get home. Appreciate you hanging out. I'm going stem and all on these guys. Nothing crazy. Nicely chopped up. Kept most of the bigger stems out though. I'll throw those out. Alright, so now we got our garlic, we got our onion, we've got our parsley in here now, our breadcrumbs are going. Let's take a look at our sauce here real quick. Let's go with that tri-cameo. Look at that. Sauce is going. Oh yeah. Smelling good. Smelling good. Alright, meatballs. The meatballs. Where'd it go? There it is. So again, hola Sarah. How's it going? You missed the fun part. We peeled tomatoes. We got our sauce going with our triple cam. Oh, yep. Yep. That doesn't work either. Yep. Did you get to use your aioli tonight, or are you just using it for the sandos tomorrow? I did blanch them. I did the whole old school route. We blanched and skinned, and we did the whole deal. We're just setting up our meatballs right now. We're going to sear those. We're giving our sauce a little time to break down. I'm going to throw our basil in now. Now we're going to need our spoon. Can't just stir it anyways. Move that on there. Hopefully that stops it down. Gotta watch that it doesn't steam up the stove camera. Steak and tartar. Taters. Oh, okay. Yeah, Holly got me the apron. I was pretty happy with it. I was looking for one last time. I had one around the house. I like to have the towel on my side. I like to have my front covered. You know? Get it going. I enjoy these Sundays. This is why I do it. I want to get into that kind of that seriousness to it, but not too serious. But I want to make a good meal. An apron is the way to go. Keep me looking clean. We're going to use the same thing here, probably about, say half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Just enough to get it a little bit of flavor in there. And a little bit of red pepper flakes. Probably not a half, maybe a quarter. Nothing too crazy. A generalization, a couple different recipes that I've gone through without. I usually have a red sauce that I do it myself, but that's usually done with canned tomatoes. And so tonight we decided to do fresh tomatoes, or I decided to take on fresh tomatoes. So I'm hoping that's going to turn out okay. Our sauce is turning nice and smelling good now. It's smelling real good. Getting that foaminess off. I got water going. I know the water's loud, but I have it going for the pasta later, which is going to make life easier. I did not go fresh made pasta. I know I discussed it, but that's just a lot. I'm not gonna lie. That's just a lot. And I still got the dessert to go. What are we looking at? 5? Yeah, so our meatballs will go in here shortly. I'm going to wash up my hands and then we're going to get them in there. So the meatballs, definitely though, any ground beef with these, the trick is not to, don't handle the meat. Like a teenage boy, I tell him, you don't handle the meat, because that keeps it nice and airy and keeps it from being dense. Like you don't want to load it up like a tennis ball or something. You want to be able to have a crust on it and then kind of fall apart. So the trick to that is just not handling it as much. What's up, yo?
Just watching.
Just watching?
Yeah.
Aight. We have an audience in the house as well. I think we're right now we're going to wash the hands before we handle the meat.
All good.
Right? That's the fresh tomatoes with the basil and stuff.
Nice.
Alright. We did not go cheap on this one tonight. I'm down with this apron. I like it. It's comfy.
Yeah.
Towel is good too.
Special Sunday night towels.
Well, no. Just a good kitchen towel. It's hard to find. As much as I love paper towels for everything that it's worth, nothing beats a good kitchen towel. Oh yeah. Getting some good breakdown in there now. And we get not bad. A little more. Seasoning as you go. There's no perfect recipe. Everything is different. Crops are different. Taste as you go. Alright, let's get these meatballs going. We should be good with our knife now as well. These guys. Alright. Let's get our... And bam! Tom Mike, what's going on, good sir? How you doing tonight? MSG? No MSG tonight. I haven't figured out how to use MSG in this Italian style. The better one. Bam! That's right. So again, getting a light, nothing crazy mix up in our meats here. Just trying to get these little strands broken up. We don't want to go crazy on them. And then let's get our breadcrumbs in here. I did wash my hands before anybody asked. See if we can get them in there so you can see it. Get that third cam going. That's convenient too, because then I can just look at this and see what the red sauce is doing behind me. I'm trying to work the stuff from the bottom into the top without overworking it. I think I need an egg in this as well. Just about the right amount of onion. You're gonna get a scoop for those guys. Or did I? Alright, let's get them washed good now. So we're really close to affiliate as well. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Got a stream for, today will be day 4 of streaming in the last 2 weeks. And I think this week I'm going to close it out with 3. I'm going to do a Thursday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday again. And that'll give me my 7 days that I need. Because all the other boxes are ticked at this point for the affiliate achievements, if you will. Just waiting on that last one. I'm going to do it for so many days. Oh yeah, that red sauce is Coming in nice now. Let me double check. Now for the meatballs, I am using called the frayed apron. Oh, yeah, she uses 2 eggs. I'm going to use the 1. That's what I remembered last time. A little bit of cheese. So the frayed apron is the one that I use because she uses a Dutch oven, and that's what I'm going to use, obviously, because it's the best. And I feel like it works the best. Let's get this egg. Go. Let's get our 1 egg in there. Sprinkle some cheese in there as well. What's that?
Do you hear her?
No. I didn't hear the cat. She meowing.
You.
Probably smells everything. Nothing crazy on that. There we go. You have to wash the hands again, but that's alright. Now we got the egg yolk in there. There we go. So it's almost like a meatloaf. And this is what I thought. It was 1 egg was better. Because 2 it just became too much. Wasn't what we were looking for. Wasn't what we were looking for. Alright. So now I need to fry these bad boys up. So let's focus this guy out there. There we go. Get our guard going. Throw a little bit of oil on here. Actually, you know what? While we're doing it, let's pop them out. The red sauce is going to go back. We're going to bring our meatballs up front. I have an induction stove. I know it sucks. We're probably going with a medium high heat. Nothing crazy. We don't want to burn these guys. We just want it to be enough to. We're going to sear them and then drop them in the sauce, basically. But I'm going to sear them first, take them out, because the sauce is still going, still breaking down a little bit. I want to give it just a little more time. No, I think she's good. Yeah, we're good now. So we're just going to go straight into the sauce. So, what are we going to use? I'm going to use our do a third of a cup. That's pretty big. Go about a third of a cup on the meatball size. You could use an ice cream scoop, it'd be very similar. So that's what we're looking for. Yeah, perfect. So nothing too. That's about the size of our meatball. So good size on it. Letting this guy heat. Put a little bit of oil on there. We do it separately because sometimes you can do them. I did get the cutting board, Cam. Now the meatballs, I'll send you the meatball one. It's done from, it's called the frayed apron. It's one that they do with a Dutch oven specifically. It's the first one I used, and I really like the way that the meatballs came out. They came out awesome. The sauce is more of a, and there's not really a specific one. It's just about 4 pounds of tomatoes for us. That'll give us about 4 cups of sauce. About a cup of water, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, and then some Italian seasoning to go with it. Okay. Now, just heat it on that guy. Red. Again, we're going to keep our tomato sauce going because that's what's going to cook our meatball. Like, we're just cooking the outside of the meatball. We're not actually cooking the meatball all the way. haptic fuzziness. Is it corrected now, or are you still hearing the, is it the stove maybe? Yeah. Unfortunately, because I'm using the phone as the camera and the microphone, so it just picks up everything. So I need to get like a standalone USB mic that I can kind of push some of that stuff out with. Again, it's about a third of a cup for the meatball size, nothing too crazy. You can go bigger, you just have to braise it for a little bit longer because you don't want it to be super rare. Exactly. Let's also help, basically what it's going to do with this is when it's seared, the inside's going to cook with steam. It's not going to get saturated with the tomato itself. It's not trying to take on that flavor, it's just using the steam and the heat of the tomato sauce to cook it out. And you'll get that nice hard crust on the meatball itself, which is perfect, which is what you want. But you don't want it to take over everything completely. Let's do these out while they're browning up. I'll swap them over here in a second. No, we went with a combination of 1 pound beef, 1 pound ground pork. It seems to give the best meatball. It's got a good combination of fat and everything else, and a good flavor to it. Get the meatballs turned. We don't burn them. Being a little brown, it's all right. Try and do all the sides. Get that cracking. It does. Again, we don't want anything too crazy. I probably let them go a little too long there. Get them browned up enough that they don't. So we don't want the tomato to take over. We got our water going too, so our pasta will be good. Then we're going to start our dessert here. The cherry clafouti. Took me forever to learn how to say it. Clafouti. This is the hard part. They are meatballs. Hard to brown an object with round. So we're not looking for perfect, but we're looking for close. The sauce is still going. I'll keep broken down. Nice and good. I'm excited for that. Very excited. Hey, I appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Hope your Sunday's doing okay. Hope you got a good week ahead of you. I know I do. This will be the first week for me without working overtime, so it's going to be interesting. Not going to know what to do with myself. Plus, we're still going strong on mints. I haven't had a drink in, I don't know, feels like almost 2 weeks. I looked it up today, there's 33 days left. Right, so our guys are done. They're literally just going right into the sauce. Put the rest of them in there. Oh yeah. No problem, sir. I hope to see some of you on Tuesday. It's been a minute. I enjoy hanging out like this, but I'd also like to see your faces. Get that switch over real quick. Can you get that? Wow. There we go. So we got 2 follows tonight. Super happy with that. And we're just about there, like I said, for the affiliate status, which is super cool. I'm really happy with this. This is it's been a good creative break. It gives me a project to look forward to during the week, and it's fun. I like setting this up. You know, I see you shaking your head. I know. Cooking's fun. Streaming's fun.
Smells good.
And it smells good. Yeah. That's the benefit of the cooking one. You get to eat it when you're done. One bad thing is it could be shitty. You never know. Again, like I said, just a nice sear. Trying to hold in the flavor in the meatball. Let the sauce do its work and steam it out. And then we're going to get started on this cherry coffee, which is actually going to be pretty easy. I already pitted the cherries, so. Ooh, poppin'. What's poppin', meatballs? What is poppin'? Oh yeah. Yep. A little bit of too much onion there. There you go. Voltron in action. It's pretty close. That is pretty close, I'd say that, yeah. Alright, we're good. We're going in. We're going in. Maybe that guy needs a little bit bigger. We'll take another second or so. Alright. Back into the limelight. There we go. You get a nice up close there. There you go. Maybe a little loud for a second. My water is picking back up to boil. Bring that back down a little higher because the meatballs were fried in there, or searing. So we're good. And now we're just going to let it work its magic. Try and get a little bit of the sauce all over everything. We're a little crowded in here. There's a spot, there's a meatball in it. There we go. The meatballs are steaming away. I love it. Looking mighty tasty. What if I do... Dun, dun, dun. My shortcuts never work. Hotkeys. Maybe that's why it wasn't pressed. Nope, nope, nope. Can you still hear me? Alright, I'm going to take a quick... Cool, thank you, and I appreciate it. I'm going to take a quick 3-minute break, go use the restroom real quick while those are steaming up, and then I'll be right back.
asynchronous on Monday. I have an email. I'll send it to you later.
Okay.
Me too.
I don't know if you.
You hear this, bro? You hear this? Ah. They can hear us.
Hola. We back in here. Man, meatballs are smelling good. We're going to town. You know, the water's a little loud, but that's for our pastas later. So we're about to get this dessert going so that we have dessert in time. You guys might not be able to see the end result just because of time it takes to cook. It's about 45 minutes on this guy. But I will be posting end product to the social medias. You can definitely check it out there. Alright, well that's going. We're going to put our lid on and let it rock out that way a little bit. We'll give her our two-step here. Our nice up close on the cutting board. Water boiling is so loud. Our sauce is good. We're going to use that for our meatballs later. Right. So, we've got about a pound of cherries on this guy. Now, it's a pain in the butt to pit and do all of those. So I'll show you the trick. I have an easy one. So what I did is small little bottle. This is ginger beer. Just a little glass bottle though is what you want. Or even a plastic bottle should work. Glass I think works a little bit better. So what it is when the bottle's empty, you're going to place the cherry basically on top of the bottle. On top of the bottle. And push it down. Not too hard, but it'll make a seal with the bottle. And then you take a chopstick and you force it down in. So that there's a suction on the thing, it kind of blows out the bottom. Hits the seed and sucks the seed into the bottom. But keeps the cherry, and look at the cherry. It's whole. Seed's already gone. I did a whole pound of cherries in 5 minutes. It was nothing. Well, that was the way I do it. You can get a tool to do it. They are available. But, so what we're going to be doing, we're basically going to do it in our pie crust here. We're going to rub this guy down with butter to make sure nothing sticks. Hit it with a layer of sugar. Hit our cherries with a thing of sugar. and then use our dough combination to go on top of it. Hey, my social media thing pops up. Works now. Cool. Love to see it. Love to see it. And see, if you're new in the chat and hanging out with us too, welcome. Don't be afraid to say hello, say hi. We don't bite too much. We're just hanging out and enjoying Sunday night dinner. Alright, so we are going to need, let me double check. So this one I am using a recipe as well. I am using the Home Cooking Adventure. And that's how it popped up. So we got about 4 eggs into it, a cup of milk, 3/4 cup flour, half a cup of sugar, and a little bit of almond and vanilla extract. Did she just meow at you?
Yes, she did.
So let's get our bowl done up nice and good. So I've been softening butter up here the last 2 hours or so. I'm gonna use a spatula for this guy. We're gonna turn our oven on 350. 350 for about 45 minutes is what it's gonna take to cook. So small gun. There you go. And again, I'm using the spatula. Makes it easy because we want the whole thing covered. What's up?
I'm just looking.
This is to help it keep it from basically sticking to the pan itself. I was trying to find a nice tart dish, but for some reason they were immaculately hard to find. There we go. A nice even covering of butter. Look at the bow.
Yes. That's one.
About a teaspoon of sugar.
Thanks.
Just trying to sprinkle it all over with that butters. There we go. Look at that. So we got a nice coating. So the butter's there, our sugar is nice and taken to it, which is good. I'm going to get the cherries wet so that they will help because I'm going to sprinkle them with sugar as well, and that'll kind of help them cling onto it before the filling goes into that guy. Probably about the same thing, about a teaspoon or tablespoon of sugar. I'm not trying to go crazy on them. There we go. Just like that. Basically, your 1 pound should take up just about a standard pie crust dish. That's what we're looking for. That was about 1 bag. Cherries are just coming out of season, I think, for us. So that just is what it is. And we are going to need some melted butter as well, so I'm going to do that. Here's our cherry dish. Oh, crap. I forgot about that guy. Hold on. Almost ripped the camera right off. You can't see it, but that's because the camera's up on the microwave, so now you can't see anything at the moment while I run it. Right? I know you like cherries. Well, I was doing it for you, dude. Checking our meatballs. Oh yeah. So they're gonna go for about a half hour. Cameo from Drew, yeah. did they look like we did there? Stove. Okay, just about. Oh. So you'll see our meatballs are going in there, nice and pretty. Alright, so we got our cherries and our dish set up then. So we got our butter to add in later. Now I think we need a cup of milk. Oh, wrong one. Dang, right there is. So 1 cup of milk, 3/4 cup of flour. Okay. So we need a bowl. We need a big bowl. Actually, I wonder if it would be better to do it in the food processor. We're gonna try it. We're gonna use the food processor, bro. Wash off that lid real quick though. Been trying to use this more, so I leave it out. Helps me know that I'll use it. 4 eggs, cup of milk. We're on. Broken, it's fine. Woo. There we go. We got a separate one for our flours. Let's get our milk and stuff done up first. Let's pulse this real quick. Gatorade too. This is a warm one in the kitchen this evening. It's like 70 today. I think we're good now on this. Alright. Nope. Oops, to plug it in. Again, don't want it too crazy yet. Just trying to mix the milk and the eggs together, and then let's get our flour in here. And at the end of it, we're going to hit it with a powdered sugar, which is going to be awesome. Trying this whole food processor for doing a pastry type thing, so we'll see how it works. Alright, we're good. How much sugar do we need in this guy? Half a cup of sugar, okay. Is in. Half a teaspoon of vanilla and half a teaspoon of almond. Almond is new. Alright, we got everything in there now. Let's hit it with a dash of salt. Their spatula is not very good for their own product. I'll state that though. I want it to be nice and liquidy, frothy. It's gonna help. It's gonna get pretty big, but it shouldn't overflow with anything you got going. Oh crap! Forgot to take our frying pan out. Happens. Let's get our butters in here. Cutting board one doesn't do much there. Let's keep it a stove. Alright. Pretty happy with that. Take our blades out. There you go. Nothing too crazy on it. Food processor. Yeah, I'm just doing this in a pie dish too, nothing crazy. My misspent. No, that's the good thing. So the trick to that, I had the same problem. I didn't use it when I bought it. So what I did is I left it out of the box because I kept putting it back in the box and like putting it up. The box right there that you can see is actually the box for it. So it has the other blades and stuff, but I leave it on the counter purposefully so that it's there because it's easy to use, it's easy to clean. It's just a pain in the butt to move around. All right, so we got our pie dish. Now we can switch back here. Let's go back to our other guy. There you go. Get a little. Alright, so yeah, you can see it pretty good. Cherries are lined up. We have a nice buttered bottom on there with some sugar sprinkled on as well. A little more sprinkled sugar on the cherries themselves. And what we're going to do is we're just going to basically pour it in, let it fill up. It's going to do its own thing. Should come just about a cover on it. Yeah. That is looking good. Alright. Stack of dishes are stacking up, but that's alright. So yeah, there you go. It's looking, get you an overhead shot. Just about covers the cherries. Near the outlet left. I'll give you a switch over here too. Let's get so let's come back and let's look at our 3 cam. So our water is going. You can hear it in the background probably. I know the water is a little loud. Our meatballs are going to town. They are nice and steamy, smelling delicious. I'm going to leave the lid off now because I want the sauce to thicken up a little bit. So we got probably about another 20 minutes on those guys to really let the meatballs get cooked well and to let some of that sauce thicken up a little bit. And during that time we'll get the pasta going, and then we're going to throw this guy in the oven here shortly because it's going to need about 40 to 45 minutes to fully be done up. So we might as well actually. Yep. 350s. We're gonna go on right in the middle rack. I'm gonna let it work its magic. Now see, this is the only place I don't have a camera now, is I don't have a camera on the oven. But we'll work on that. We got time. And on that, whew, I think we have a moment. We have a moment just to hang out, say what's going on. Thanks for everybody for joining me for Sunday night dinner. I appreciate it. I've enjoyed doing these quite a bit. This is the second one, and I'm looking forward to doing some more. I'm posting them up on YouTube as well. I know I got some family that wants to watch them, and then anybody else that's new and coming to the channel. I'm just gonna keep building them like this. I'm doing this for fun. I enjoy it. I like having the project piece of it, the creative piece of cooking. And I like the creative part of streaming, so that's really why I've been doing this. And I want to continue it. I gotta make time for me, and this is something that I can do. It sets no different than a hobby, I guess is the best way to look at it. Very, very similar. I'm a hobbyist chef in the kitchen, and hobbyist when it comes to the streaming. I know she's not quite professional. I'm not Ninja or anybody out there, but it looks okay. I'm pretty happy with it. Thanks, Sarah. I appreciate it. We're trying. I'm gonna zoom in on them meatballs. See, I need to work on getting I wonder if I can get another camera for that guy or work on some angles. But you can see it, they're nice and cooked. Sauce is changing colors. It's smelling terrific. I do want the sauce to thicken up a little bit though. So again, that's why we did take the lip. Wicked, what is going on? How are you tonight? I thought you were taping stuff this evening. I thought the whole next podcasting thing was going on. What is going on though? Nailing it. Appreciate it, sir. Making you hungry? Absolutely. That's what Sunday dinners are for. Oh, it's tomorrow? Okay. That's the whole point though, is to make you hungry on the Sunday nights. That's why we're going all out. You know, I had lunch early so that I would have, I'd be nice and hungry. Supposed to be in bed. That's right, you East Coasters. Still not even 5:30 here at this point. Whoop. Move that guy out of the way now. Whoop, whoop. Nice little tripod guy. I have a smoking problem. Oh, for a second I was reading that differently. 2 a.m. Wow. Now that is dedication, because that is the low and slow. What kind of temps are you hitting with that, my Miss Man? And Wicked, I know. I'm sorry. That's if you get the opportunity. I know Lord Bezos is out here quite a bit. Or even if you want to change, there's tons of stuff out here. Oh yeah. These are going to be delicious. The 250, okay. Crock pot on high. Alright. Yeah, but is it, I guess the smokers, I guess they're smart now. They can like feed them like a pellet stove or something. Your crock pot uses wood. I like it. Wicked, it's bound to happen, I'm telling you. Girl, you got your hands in so... Sorry, let me say that. Woman, you have your hands in so many different things that do well. It's just a matter of time for you. I'm gonna bring you back to me. Just my pretty face. Hey-o. need a drink. It's sweating's in here. I think we're good on the aprons now too at this point. I know, right? Trying to keep it out of the food, that's the hard part. So here's the even better part, because when I'm done with all of this, Sunday night stream, Sundays are a rotating day for our local dishwashers. So they take turns doing them, and I don't have to do them. But usually I try and clean up my mess. I'm too nice. Too nice. And again, I appreciate everybody hanging out and stopping by. Like I said, we're on our way to affiliate. We got our follows. We got our times in. We got our people hanging out. It's just a matter of we're gonna stream for 7 days within a 30-day time frame. So I think next Sunday will be the last day of the 7, and then after that we should be golden. Boston pork butt. Okay. Yeah. 12 pound. How long does a 12 pound take on that? I haven't gotten into smokers myself. I feel like that's one of those rabbit holes that once I do get into it, it'll just go downhill and I'll be sucked into it. I'll be eating brisket for like dinner every day of the week, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Powdered sugars out because we are going to powder sugar the cherry rafu tea. Got our pie servers and our dusters out. A little bit of cheese to throw on when we're done on the tops. There we go. There we go. Whew. But it did take today has been a long one. It took quite a bit of prep work to get everything kind of rolling for this guy. The cherries were, I was afraid of those. That didn't take too long. But everything set up. Probably took about an hour and a half to set everything up. 1 to 1.5 per pound. Okay, so it's a little bit on the longer end. An hour and a half per pound. You said it's a what? 12 pounder? That's almost an entire day. Yeah. Yeah, because I imagine you gotta let that thing rest for what? At least an hour. Smoked chicken drumsticks. Okay. I like drumsticks. I'll probably do those at some point. I like to do those on the grill, but I like to do them with like a heavy brine, like a liquid smoke. Just because I don't have a smoker, so I use the liquid smoke, and then I use like a heavy salt and sugar, and let them brine in it for like a couple hours, really soak it in, and then throw them on the grill. When they're all nice and dried off, get the skin crispy. They're fucking good as shit. And again, that's why we have the mature rating on here. I try not to drop all the bombs, but sometimes it's the best explanation. I don't know if you guys have seen, we started watching the history of swear words or whatever on Netflix. That was, this has been an interesting ride so far with Nicolas Cage. What was the other one? Oh, The Grass is Greener. The Grass is Greener was really good on Netflix as well. If you have a moment, check out that. Cookie rack. Mini cold smoker. Okay. I'll have to look that up. I know there's a couple different ways you can do it and like to force it out. Why the text is always jacked up on this? I don't know why. Recent, what's up?
I put some tips on it. Now it hurts.
No bueno. Move these guys together. Nope, can't move them together. Control Z. There we go. Smoked sea salts. Oh snap. Oh snap. Hit them with the sea salt. See, our sauce is starting to thicken up a little bit. I'll bring her down even just a little bit more now. I think our meatballs are just about good. They're smelling freaking delicious. Let's check our coffee tea. Good. When did we put that in? That was about 15 minutes ago, right? Hey Google, set a timer for 30 minutes. Check on it in about 30 minutes.
And we're starting now.
And like I said, I didn't do the homemade pastas. I could have, it's a bit much. So we just went with our basic private select. Thin spaghetti. Our water's been going the whole time to make life easy. So basically, when our meatballs are done, probably in about 10 minutes or so, I'm gonna call the meatballs done. And then I'll probably end stream at that point. The spaghetti, thin spaghetti, nothing crazy. The bronze cut though from Italy. Again, just needed a full break from that because that was perfect. I try and take about 2 hours on these. 2 hours set up for stream and about an hour to do it. And then we usually eat about 6. I know we're early eaters compared to everybody. We're like the old people, I guess, in Florida. I guess there they don't watch out for... No, I won't go there. Right? And give that zoom zoom. The camera's a little jacked, but... don't fall. There you go. Autofocus. That red sauce in there. It's the overhead light. I hate the overhead light. I'll have to do something about it. Like if I block it, it looks way better.
Just turn it off.
It was the overhead light, and then I can't do anything. It's this one. We have crappy lighting in the kitchen. They didn't think of streaming. What is this? Who built this apartment? Pot o' flavor. That's what I'm hoping. It's smelling like a pot of flavor. Let's give it the old... Ooh. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good. Alright, as long as our spaghetti take probably about 12 or so minutes. Bring it up to a boil. I'm gonna leave that off so we can see. About half of our water's in there. Ready for our pastas coming out. The clafouti needs about 40 to 45. It's been in for about 15 or so minutes now. I got about 30 minutes out. I'm just gonna keep checking on it. We're getting there. Not quite puffed up yet, but you can definitely see it taking form, solidifying. But good. Now what you want to do is You want to finish the pasta in the sauce, if you can. So probably when I serve it up, that's what I'm going to do. I'll throw it in at the end. And then, like I said, you guys probably won't get to see the end plated product, just because I do want to eat at some point. And then the clafoutis probably has another, like I said, 25 minutes on it at that point. So all in all, about 2 hours on this though. Oh, salad. That's what I forgot. We need to do a salad. Let's do that up. Now we are going easy as well. Chopped romaine, already done up. I know you gotta be up early for work, so yeah, you probably should go to bed. Thank you, Lincoln. Enjoy it. I hope tomorrow's better for you. I'll be around. Have a good night. Okay, let's go back. There we go. That's good enough. Alright, so we need a bowl for our salad. Don't let anything crazy. Just chopped romaine. We go through quite a bit of it. Again, there's 5 of us, so early to play. I know, I'm gonna have to retrain my body to not be up as early. It's gonna be kind of weird. I'm gonna throw about 1/4 of this cuke on there. Tiny mandolin. No, you're doing it perfectly right there. Doing it perfectly right. That's how a salad should be. Ah, come here. Dang, this thing will not. Can't hold today. There we go. We got carrot chips, make life easy. I could probably cut these up if I wanted. I'm not gonna really see the need though. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to. Where's my? I'm just gonna matchstick them, cut them up just a little. There you go. Nice little matchstick. Nothing crazy. One for me. Perfect. And then little chive. Nothing crazy. Sarah says hi.
Me?
Yes, to you.
Oh.
So you can come in, it's fine.
Oh, you can see me at the...
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That camera's extra wide.
I don't know. Wow. I'm lurking because I'm hungry.
Lurking because you're hungry? Shocker. I'm going to do up a good vinaigrette here real quick too. So I'm going to do it the way that Jacques showed me, okay? Got a jar. Our Dijon mustard. Apple cider vinegar. And some oil. It's about 1 to 4, 1 part vinegar, 4 parts oil, and then about a tablespoon or so of this, maybe 2. But see, there's your issue then, it's the Caesar. The Caesar every time will get you, it'll make you want that crouton. About 2 tablespoons of mustard in there. What?
Both just...
I know. I can see both of you, right? You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 of these. Here we go. Yes, my sous chef is going to be on dishes tonight, and that would happen to be Lottie Dottie. And then our oil. So we got our vinegar in. Like I said, it's about 4 to 1, so we did 2 of that one. So we want it with the other one. Use a little more olive oil in there. There we go.
So if you give me the thingy, I'll fill that up.
Alright, so the way he showed it is no, I don't know what that is. So it's all in there. It's all in this nice little jalapeno jar that I washed out. You just want to shake it up good. You want the oil and the vinegar and everything. Oh yeah. Looking mighty tasty. I throw in some sea salt, a little black pepper, there you go. So we have our salad, we got our dressing, our water is going, let's get our pasta in.
Ooh, you okay?
Yeah, it's just caught on the
That was close.
Throw that away. Thank you. There's a lot of dishes, bro. Sorry. That's the way she goes, though. Throw that away. Multitasking. How do you grow them in the jar? I say that's the trick, is you gotta get it like a mini garden, and then you like echo form it in there. No, I'm just kidding. You just buy them at the store that way. Oh yeah, so our meatballs are good. Let's give you the close-up on the finished product here. Food stew. Our meatballs, they have cooked wonderfully. They've held together. That sear really did the job for them. Our sauce is quite thickened up. Looks amazing. They're holding together on their own, but they're not hockey pucks. There's our basil. Let's get that guy out. Excuse me. And there we are. So just like that, we did braised meatballs and red sauce. Our pasta's going. And our dessert is in the thing, in the oven. It's a pretty successful Sunday night, I hope. The dinner is still to be determined, but oh yeah, we're looking good. We are looking good on that one. I don't need any meat for it. I had the water in it earlier, plus all of the breadcrumbs and stuff in the outside of the meatball kind of helped thicken it up with that tomato paste. I really shouldn't need it in there. I'll hold on to it, obviously. You don't get rid of the pasta water until you're done and sure. But my best guess is telling me right now I'm not going to need it.
Bless you, though.
I'm going to need a Gatorade though. Whew. Sweating in here. Again, I appreciate everybody hanging out, stopping by tonight. It's been a good time. Are you guys just gonna stare at me till dinner's done? Is this what's happening?
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are like animals. Figure the dog and the cat looking at me for food. Waiting. It's gonna start meowing. What are you doing to the poor dog?
Stray dog.
He's not a stream dog.
We'll be famous.
He can barely stand up, let alone walk and do whatever else. Inbred dog. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna turn our sauce off. She should hold. The Dutch oven holds it pretty good.
The fact that he's still standing here. Go on.
Pasta's doing nice and good. Again, I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of salt. Using that kosher. Love it. You're cooking. That's what it seems like, right? Oh yeah, clafouti is, it looks good. It's gonna brown up a little bit more. It's got about 15 minutes on it. Like I said, we're gonna hit it with that powdered sugar and all that good stuff. Pasta's got about 9 minutes. So I think once our pasta goes off, I'm gonna call her quits at that point. Let's go here. So again, I appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. It's been fun. Hope you learned something. If not, I'm just glad you hung out. I'm gonna be doing these every Sunday. I think from here on out, this has been it's fun. It's something that I can plan on. I can hobby around it, figure out the dinners. The dinner is the hardest part, is figuring out what to cook. I know, Sarah, I've been texting you throughout the week, and that's been the tough part. She's commenting on your claws.
Oh, my nails.
They're claws.
They are really long.
So you're telling me we're gonna get good food, this good stuff every week.
Every week, you're gonna get something good on Sundays. Just about.
That makes Monday's pain go away.
You don't even do dishes on Monday.
Nope.
Right? And Drew's a big cherry guy, so that's why I figured he would love it, and that we'll teach him that trick now, so he can deseed or get the pits out. If I find the pits around the house, he eats them and leaves the pits everywhere. It's the worst. It's like finding a Lego with your foot. Just gonna cut you the meatball with those talons. Just gonna put one on each nail.
Like with a rain pop.
You could have used their nails to poke out the cherry pits. Yes. Just. What's the dude from Usopp's Island? He's got the long knives and the glasses that he pushes up. I just watched this reopening. Whatever the cat pirates. They know the cat pirates, right? Like Louise and Bob Burgers.
Hers are much longer than mine, and she gets them on her toes.
They were still the best when she was walking around with those. Clickety clacking. Was the best. Alright, so our sauce is just about shut down at this point. It's got a good mix. Once we get the meatballs up, we'll be able to mix it up a little bit. But it's got a good consistency, not too watery, not too thick. Got a good smell to it.
I got it.
Oh. Need a Gatorade opener? Oh, you got it. Okay.
Pasta's almost there. It smells really, really good. Let's get a cooling rack out for that guy too.
You need a Gatorade opener?
I do. I need a Gatorade opener.
Let's get our cooling rack out for when our cherry clafouti comes out. All right, Tom and Mike. Thank you. Appreciate you for hanging out, sir. Cat Viper? No, Cat Viper is the actual cat on Bow or whatever. I'm talking about go way back when like Usopp first joined. We went to that island, and it was the butler with the lady. But he puts on that long tail of gloves. And he's got the glasses. He keeps pushing them up like that. Yes, yes, we did. The Gatorade bottles out here, I don't know if it's a weird California thing. They like are super glued on. They don't cut enough of the line to get it off. So sometimes we have to literally have pliers to open them. It's insane. Absolutely insane. I have to hit up, no, seriously, it's crazy. Like, even grown, strong men, I've watched men that can, like, body lift and stuff, cannot get it to open just because you can't get enough leverage on it. It's so small, like, you can't get a leverage on it, and it's just glued together. So either you're going to break the bottle completely, or it's just gone.
And that's the only use for those pliers, is to open Gatorade bottles.
Well, it's not the only use, but it's the use we use for it right now, yes. Well, let me check something real quick. Let's see how long, if we need that clafouti to cool down. That's what it's going to look like. Yeah.
It's not even
And once it deflates, that's when we hit it up with that powder trigger.
It's not even my birthday yet, and you're already making me this.
I know. Birthday is Sunday, or Friday. I'll do yours for next Friday. Tell me what you want. You get the stream for next Sunday. We'll do stream for your dinner. You just gotta tell me what you want, alright? I think that's the harder part, is you gotta tell me what you want. So you got a whole week.
You don't have to worry.
He's not gonna make it.
LOL will make the decision for next week's thing. But if you have ideas, please send them to me. My socials keep popping up. Widget33 on Insta and Twitter. If you have ideas for food, I almost bought a pizza stone today, Sarah. No joke. I'm not gonna buy one of those $1,000 pizza ovens, but I almost bought a stone today. But if you got ideas, send them to me. I think that's the hardest part. KBBQ I'll do at some point. I think that's more of like a, what do they call it? A mukbang. Is that
Yeah.
what mukbang is, like eating, right? That's KBBQ is more of a mukbang. It's like sit down and eat. Because most of the sides and stuff, we can go buy those at at Zion, our local Kmart. A Sicilian pizza mat. And it beats my pizza stone. And it really? Okay.
This was
You
so
know where to
fun.
send them deets. Send me the deets so I can look it up. And I can order it as well. This has been a ton of fun. I really like these Sundays now. I enjoy this piece of it. I need to get a different camera so it doesn't use my phone the whole time. But the phone works pretty well considering that the phone is acting as the microphone and as the camera at this point. Not including the other three. Because I can even, like I said, I like that 3 cam. Go back to that just chatting though.
We could do salmon.
I could do salmon. That's not bad. But then again, we need more ideas. I need to keep stacking them up. A holiday special. I've thought about the holiday special already. Because I'm definitely doing a, what is it? What did I do?
Thanksgiving.
Bush de Noël.
Oh, yeah.
The, spatchcocking. I definitely want a spatchcock. I have a turkey as well.
What is that?
That's where you cut the backbone out of the turkey and then flatten it. So the turkey's like in halves.
Oh,
Cooking.
that's what that is?
I know you're laughing because it's got the word cock in it. It's spatchcocking. It's like Bob's Burgers all over. Pesto, yeah. I need to work on my pesto. My pesto skills are not there yet. Jimmy Pesto has me beat. Could do that. Pestos. I thought about pestos and raviolis, like homemade raviolis and pesto. Because we have the pasta roller, and that one I could do, because that would be a whole...
That first.
Right, but that would be the meal. Would be the pasta rolling, the raviolis, the pesto making, and then that's not bad. That's about a 2 to 3 hours. Because I'm trying to keep these like 2 to 3 hours. Some people stream for like 5 hours while they're cooking and stuff, which is cool. I'm just not trying to make the Sunday one that yet right now. I don't mind hanging out and playing video games for 3 or 4 hours, but you know, even cooking shows are only half an hour. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I think 2 to 3 hours is good. It gives people time to like, hey, he's on, and come jump in, and Mac and cheese. Yeah, mac and cheese is another one.
Mm.
That's just a whole lot of cut up cheese though. I've thought about doing like a rack of lamb. Like, I know you won't eat it, but lamb is delicious.
I can't.
What does it matter?
Mentally, I can't do
Why?
it.
You've
I
seen
don't
a cow.
know. Yeah, but the lamb, I can't. In my mind, it's not right to like eat it.
That's what it
Like
is.
it's not something that's meant to be eaten. I don't know why.
Alright. Alright, we need to get this pastors out of here and get this stuff in. So our timer's going. With that, our pasta is done. Now, you know, whatever. It's tasty, delicious food. That's the way I see it. But with that, dinner is done and served. My clafouti is now for another, I don't know, it's like 5 minutes. So we'll hang out. We'll hang out for another 5 minutes while this is going. I'll get everybody set up with the food, and then I'll give one last money shot for the dessert. Let's get it set up here. Let's see. Can we get
No.
board? There we go. A nice shot on the board there, and then we'll end up with the board. Okay. Pasta is done if you want to let people know.
Okay.
If you let mom know.
Yep. Can I get a bowl?
You want a bowl?
Yeah.
Who wants a bowl and who wants a plate?
Bowl, please.
A bowl. Bowl.
Bowl. I'm going plates.
Is somebody
Plate or
gonna
bowl?
bowl?
Okay. I'm still streaming.
Yeah, I'm not coming in the kitchen.
Okay.
I just want my balls and buttered bread.
I didn't do any bread.
No, I know. Basic bread is fine.
There's still one more.
Basic bread in it.
Still one more stop.
Basic bread in it. How many balls does everybody get?
I don't know. Probably 2 to 3.
Okay.
You want pasta, right?
No, I don't. The kids do.
Okay.
Drew and I have been stalking the last half hour.
Alright.
Woo-hoo! Ooh, those look nice.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
They smell good.
There we go. Oh yeah.
Tyler.
Ah,
Tyler, yeah, wow.
Tyler.
Nail.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to poke you with my nail.
Ow.
Ow.
Oh. Oh, that really hurt.
And
That,
I'm
like,
sorry. There's nothing I can do at this point. That's cute. Louis Stelter.
Let's see if he's okay.
He's fine.
He's fine. He's fine. It just went. It barely hit the back of his arm.
You can read background.
I'm saying to go see if he's okay.
I'm going.
Drew.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
It sounds like you're moaning and crying,
It
so
stings.
it stings, but you're fine.
Yes.
Okay, as long as you're okay.
Chicken parm. Ooh, chicken parm is a good one. That'll be on the list, but not just for.
We're not happy.
Obviously, we just did pasta tonight, so it'll be a little bit before that.
Yes, there are 2 slices of bread.
Would you like the thick bread?
No,
or
no,
thin
no.
bread?
My thin bread.
All right.
Thank you, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
2 pieces, right?
Ooh, that looks really good.
Good in there. Hit it with a little bit. You just want meatballs?
Yes, please.
I can't.
Others have one, everybody else has had two. We have three.
Oh, thank you. Pass me a fork.
Yes, I will pass you over.
Oh, and the clafouti tea's about to come out too.
The what?
The cherry thing.
Yep.
But no, I was asking what the name
Did I
is.
give you a bowl?
Yeah, you gave me a bowl.
Clafouti. Cherry clafouti.
Okay. Clafouti.
Yep. So let's move our
Oh no.
nice setup here.
Yeah.
She scratched her hand.
No, I got butter in it.
Your nail?
No. It's in the cut where they cut me.
Damn it! I ended up on camera. Here, give me my thing. No, it's not fine. I didn't want to be on camera.
Okay, Google, stop timer. Salad's done.
This one's mine, right?
Yep. Vinaigrette out here.
I'm done.
Alright, let's pull her out and see what we're looking with. What we're working with. Hold on, let me see if I can get one big shot of it. And alright, there we go. So for the reveal on the cherry clafouti, there we go. It smells friggin' delicious. Right? Looks nice and custardy. I gotta let it cool just a little bit, and then I'm gonna hammer it with some powdered sugar. And, right? Perfect. Perfecto. Perfecto Patronum. Gotta love it. And with that, thank you guys. Really appreciate you hanging out tonight. On that bombshell, I'm gonna go eat my dinner and have a good time doing it. So I will see some of you Tuesday. Most people I'll see on Wednesday for stream. And I hope you guys have an awesome Sunday. Have a great Sunday. Thanks for hanging out with me. And we'll do it again. You like that? Perfecto Patronum. We're going with it. Peace.